was able to recreate this iconic effect from the Black Panther movie for $7 in one day.
Yeah, right. But I love my enthusiasm though. But the truth is, that video was recorded before I actually started working on the Black Panther. And of course, I ran into lots of difficulties, lots of issues, and the time stretched out by a lot. It came out kind of like expectation versus reality video. And it's not even that good. It could have been much, much better. So let's just see the workflow, let's see what I did, and at the end I will show you the result, and we'll also talk about what could have been better if I had more budget for that. And by budget I also mean more time.
So here is the effect I'm talking about. And they did it with a whole crew and a bunch of money, and now we're going to try to recreate their success. Let's go.
Let's see what we need for this scene. First of all, we need a well-built superhero stuntman who will be able to jump from a car to another car. No man would do this, obviously.
So let's find the Black Panther in 3D version.
So I found this rig and it looks very good and pretty realistic, and it's gonna work for my scene, and it cost me only $7. The downside is that it doesn't have controls for the joints, and it's much harder to animate a 3D model without controls.
Okay, so now we need to get a couple of cars. Well, I actually have a car because I used the car for Fast X, where I replaced their car with my car and flip it over, and it was a 3D car. So I can reuse that 3D model, so no need to spend more money. Yeah, so we have the car. Let's see what else we need to do. What's on the list?
Now I would need to animate my Black Panther model. I can do it by hand, but I think it's gonna be a lot more realistic if I do motion capture for that and then edit this motion capture to the point when it looks good. So this way we catch this bounce, which makes 3D animation more realistic, because it's like in real life. First we see how my body would bounce if I jump like that, and then we can recreate it for the 3D model. So let's get this motion capture done. Oh, do you want to see something funny? I decided to do a comparison of motion capture. The one is free and the other one is paid. The one that's free did a ridiculously bad job, even though they have a very big name, Rococo, and they sell very expensive mock-up suit to big companies, big movie production companies. So what happened is they released a free app or free, I don't know, service where you can do motion capture without their pricey costume. But the results are so bad, so they assumed, I guess, that when we see the motion capture done without the suit, we'll run to buy their 20K or whatever, I don't know how much, but I think it's a lot of money suit. But the truth is, there is getrad.com. I will link it below. They have paid membership and they never failed me. It's not advertisement, I wish it was, but it's just the truth. I use their services and they are so awesome. So look at this comparison, which is ridiculous. Same video, two different results. So this is getrod.co, and look at this. I mean, it's pretty nice. Of course, it needs to be edited, but any mock-up would need to be edited. And now look at this. This is Rococo. What's going on with my leg? And this pose. I'm not doing that. How? Where are you reading it from? So this is funny. This is so far away from what I'm doing that I wouldn't even want to edit this motion capture because there is no need. It's easier to do it from scratch.
Oh, here's one more thing. I need to film the footage of the streets. The footage came out pretty shaky, to be honest with you, but I'm hoping that I will be able to find at least a couple of good seconds which I can use for the shot.
Nope, the footage was no good, and I had to replace it with completely digital footage. Yeah. And here is the result. Please let me know in the comments below if you like the effect, if you think it was easy. Nope, wasn't easy and wasn't fast and didn't even come out good. So let's talk about what could we do to make it better. First of all, if I worked for a client for this project, I would insist on making a good, much better rig. That rig had no controls, and I was very limited with how I could animate or how I could even edit the motion capture. I would need to spend a lot more time on camera movement, because even the camera movement seems to be easy, it was pretty tricky. I'm sure the person who did this spent a good amount of time to make it really nice. Another thing which I didn't like about my video is that I had to replace the footage on the bridge. I had to do it in 3D. So I always tell, we can do anything in 3D, but the problem is 3D always looks a little fake, no matter how good you are, just a little fake. But let's say if you have the fully realistic, shot in-camera footage, and you add a little bit of VFX, like a cherry on top, then it just looks awesome. It doesn't look fake because overall the video is not fake. It was shot with a real camera, just little VFX, CGI element was added to that. I couldn't record a good video because I would need a better equipment, which nobody has. We usually rent this equipment for video shoots to make sure that the road is stable, that the camera is not jumpy, that the camera is connected to the car and not moving around. So I could not do that, so I had to replace the footage. That's why altogether it doesn't look as nice, as cinematic, and as realistic. But I would say if we had all of that, and I would spend or another freelancer would spend a little more time doing this, then we could actually achieve this with a relatively small budget and relatively small crew. So I hope you liked learning about my mistakes. Please subscribe to my channel, and also let me know in the comments below what movie VFX you want me to recreate next with a breakdown of low and bigger budget. And I'll see you in the next video.